Do you know, I do like a man with a hat, and I also like a man carrying a tray of vodka martinis. This man's got both.
I'll take the throne.
Do you know, never mind the martini girl, we'll have you any day.
Oh.
So, have you literally made these from scratch for
Yeah,
us?
but I must admit, it wouldn't be my normal...
Tipple.
No, it is my normal tip. I've even got tattooed on my arm.
There it is.
But, actually, that is because it's very difficult in Danish or Greek to say I want a vodka martini, so...
You just showed him your That's fantastic.
But actually, no, they might be a bit warm because they had me...
It doesn't matter. It's alcohol. It's wet.
It's fine. You can hand them out if you like. Can I just say we've had official approval that we are allowed to drink these on set today. So
thank you very much.
You're
Talk amongst yourselves.
Quite unusual, actually, for a kind of a rock star, because most rock stars at your age, because you've had a bit of a colourful life, as we do in your book.
You can say that again.
I'm intrigued by the number of car crashes you've had, actually. But
I wasn't driving any of them.
Drink drugs, but you still drink. So you've got that under control.
That didn't make sense, actually.
No. What I'm saying is a lot of guys who've been through what you've been in life, at this stage in their life, they're like, I don't touch drugs, which I know you don't. I don't touch alcohol, but obviously you still do.
Yeah, well, let's rewind a bit. I didn't drive in any of the car
crashes. No.
And I never stopped drinking throughout my whole life, so it was just the drugs I stopped.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, I stopped that in about 1979, much to people's disbelief. I just am like this.
That's a long time, but I was born in 1979.
Yes.
So that's a good 36 years of...
When you were 8 years old. Oh, you were born in when?
1979.
Oh, when you were born,
I was
just
born
stopping.
in 79, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're from Newcastle, aren't you?
I am, yes.
All right, so anyway...
I'm going to get drunk, it's fine, I don't care.
You go
it's
on
very
stage
hard,
and
because I'm from Sunderland, she's from Newcastle.
Well, I'm actually Gateshead. Is that worse? That's worse, isn't it? Can I hug it out? Hug it out. It's okay. I don't claim that you're from Sunderland. I still like you.
So I guess the drinking you're saying was in moderation. That's why you're still able to perform and write this incredible book. And
well, to tell you the truth, just to get the martinis out of there.
Yes, yes.
I only ever have a martini at about 8:31 every night.
8:31. It's like a cup of tea at 4.
I'm a little bit OCD, you know, so like everything has to be exactly correct. So 8:31, I have a martini and just one. In fact, I brought
before
a poem.
A show?
I brought a poem. I was going to say another thing about martinis, but it's a bit rude. So I brought a poem actually by Dorothy Parker about martinis because they're incredibly strong. You see, when I make them. Are we going to talk about martinis the whole time?
No. I want to talk about your book.
OK, we'll quickly get past the martinis. There's a big mistake barmen make, which is they put also ice that's melted in the shaker. Then they put vermouth in the shaker and they shake it all up, so it's horrible already. So what I do is I quickly throw the vermouth out the glass. So it's called in and out in America. Pardon the pun. And then just neat vodka. So if you taste this right now, you're really just drinking like about 4 vodkas in one go. But see, Dorothy Parker wrote a great poem. She said, I like to have a martini, 2 at the very most. After 3, I'm under the table. After 4, I'm under the host.
One of the things is, well, you're on today to talk about your memoirs, and I enjoy the fact that
I'm glad you brought that up.
We enjoyed the fact that you're not referring it to an autobiography. They're memoirs of an incredible life.
Yeah.
You sort of famously said that this is the equivalent of 4 shots, and I've already had half of it. That you sort of got your memories. The memory started flowing through looking at pictures, going back through the years.
Yeah. Well, basically, I pretended. Oh, as soon as I got somebody said, you know, why don't you write a memoir? So I did a deal to write a memoir and went, oh, I'm a writer now, so I'll go off to Jamaica and look at the sea with my quill and write my memoirs. And I was there for about 5 days looking at the sea going, shit, I can't remember anything. So I had to ring up friends all over the world, you know, what happened in Australia in 1984?
Yeah. The bit I love, though, sorry to interrupt because we're running out of time, I love the bit about your mum and your dad, Sadie and Jack. Your mum was obviously a 60s housewife in Sunderland. And I know that she sort of left when you were 14, but I love the fact that this woman in the 60s just went, I don't want to be a housewife.
She's a great woman. You've got 20 seconds left to answer that question, I'm afraid, Dave.
Really? OK, yeah, no, she went in the middle of the 60s and liberated herself, and, yeah.
You need to come back without Martini.
You do.
I know.
We've run out of time. Please come back again. Please come back again. We will fill you full of tea, and we apologise for the slightly fruity language as well, but for the little bit we saw of him, it's a lovely Dave Stewart. Thank you, Dave.
We get some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.
You know what? I think that since the ladies have to get that done, I think it's only
well, not
fair...
on our backs, obviously.
Well, sometimes it's necessary.
Is that your secret?
That's my secret to good skin.